Derek rolled on his hip to his right. He didn't stay on his back. Do not stay on your back. That's a weak position to be in. Mike will dominate. You roll up to the side. Yeah, see, you want to roll up to that side, get on your flank, as it were, and then roll back into it. And that momentum also creates more pain in the elbow joint.
Isolated that wrist, I got my anchor grip, and I'm going to sit up and wrap my arm around, okay? That's the Garami part. Ude means arm, Garami means entanglement. You can also think of it as wrapping around, okay? But I sat up until I feel his shoulder in my chest. I reach around, and then I grab my own wrist, okay? If you're having trouble grabbing your wrist, okay, we pull the wrist up into your chest, and then you grab your wrist. Okay, you notice that this is starting to look like a chicken wing, okay? Like that. I want it to be as tight as I can get, and then as tight into my chest as I can get, because then he has a smaller range of motion, which makes it easier to finish, okay? So as soon as I get this, I'm gonna lead with this leg, and I'm gonna point it that way across the back, okay? And then as I turn this way, I'm gonna push the arm forward, okay? Don't get it like way up there, because then we're stuck there. We want it right across the lower part of the back, and that gives us a nice little path to go right through while still maintaining control.
Real quick, guys, look at the position. Everybody see this. This is vital in ground fighting. See, it's almost like an L. See this? Derek is here, Mike is here. Look at the leg traps. Now this is where a lot of people get lazy on this part. I want you to learn it right from the get-go the correct way. I think the correct way, the most efficient way. You see how he's trapping here? Everybody see this? He's good. Just basic weight problem. See how he's trapped here? The bottom leg is trapping under Mike's body. The upper leg is trapping over Mike's belt area and hip, and he's trapping him in. He's not letting him away. A lot of people try to, like pull full guard or do something. You're losing power in it. You're losing control, believe it or not. It looks like he's got control, but he has more control doing this because he's manipulating with his feet and legs. So that's a really key part of it. If you learn the right stuff right from the get-go, you'll really be very efficient and good with this arm lock, okay? So look at the angle here. See that?
Okay. So once I bring that leg up across the belt line, I suck that elbow in nice and tight to my chest. I've still got my wrist-to-wrist position here, and then I just paint his knuckles sideways.
One thing here, you notice Derek rolled on his hip to his right. He didn't stay on his back. Do not stay on your back. That's a weak position to be in. Mike will dominate. You roll up to the side. Yeah, see, you want to roll up to that side, get on your flank, as it were, and then roll back into it. And that momentum also creates more pain in the elbow joint. And it really is a shoulder lock too, basically. It looks like an elbow lock, and it is, but it also hurts the heck out of the shoulder.
Yeah.
I always think of this as the kazoosh, the off balance, and whenever he tips me over.
That's a good point. It tips him over, and it really does break his balance. Even though he's on his knees, you can still break a man's balance.
If you're sitting up correctly, you're already up onto that hip right there. Okay, so that part should be easy. If he's already flattened you and he's stupid enough to put his hands around the mat like that, we just roll through here like this onto our hip. Okay, and then I try and roll onto the opposite hip after I chicken wing this. And somewhere before I actually hit that hip, he'll tap.